says Joe, I'm glad for to meet an old chum. We'll go down to the Saddler for a mouthful of rum. We sat there for hours and never looked out, with hot rum and whiskey and plenty of stout. When we got to the market, sure we all felt fine, and we bought an old mincer from wee Hughie Brine. Sure Hughie, he swore that the cow she was fat, and on her old hurry some men hung his head. Sure the crowd gathered round, and they started to laugh, saying the strangers and can't since the cow has a calf. For to take Judy home, sure it was a long road. I tried Eddie Dyer, but he had a full load. I spit on his dick up Glentor, set sail with me hat in me hand and the cow by the tail. Going up till the planting got felt very dry, at the riverside bad a cow I did tie. I'm sure she was dry too, but I'm sorry to tell, I thought it too little enough for myself. How long I spent there, it's more than I know, but I reckon the rest of the journey was slow. I got home next morning sometime around dawn. I jumped into bed with me shoes and all on. Early next morning she started to roar. I jumped out of bed, I opened the door. She switched her old tail, stuck her head in the air, as much as to say I'm for Burnfoot Fair. So my head it was sore, my feet were the same, for to make matters worse it was pouring the rain. I held the old Judy, never waited on tea. I went up by the line and on by the brae. When I got to Burnfoot, I'm sorry to tell, the trade it was bad and I didn't sell. I went down to Malloy's and I went on the beer, sent the cow on to Derry with a tag in her ear. Till Derry next morning my fare I did pay, I still had a hope that the old might grade. But she got rejected, which caused me to frown. I went straight down to Dalton's, my sorrows to drown. Sure things weren't working according to plan, I was thinking of ringing up to 691. I met old McCormick that deals on the goats, and I gave her to him for a couple of notes. I started next morning for the fair in Mobile, since when I met it I now drink me fill. Sure I hung around Packy's till I couldn't stand. I got home around midnight on Kinney's old van. On Friday my spirit and pockets were low, I knew of no fare and nowhere to go. I just lay in bed, never opened the door, as like an old dog lying licking his sores. On Saturday evening I headed for Cure, I went straight up to Winnie's to look for the cure. And what happened next I have no need to tell, I met the crowd there far worse than myself. Take my advice if you ever go to Cairn, don't go on a spree, for you'll sure come to harm. You may think you're right, but like me you will find you'll end up buying mincers from wee Hughie Brine.